Hi everyone and welcome to my video. Today we're going to discuss about five main things. The first is the three stages of call and how they develop over time. And the second, the advantages and the disadvantages of using technology in language learning. And I'll introduce some new vocabulary related to technology along with their meanings. And the fourth is what if I am as a teacher who wants to make learning materials and give exercise in Canva. And the last is the conclusion. And so let's get started to the three stages of call. Computer assisted language learning or call has evolved over several decades. Research generally divide its development into three major stages. The first is behavioristic call, and the second communicative call, and the last is integrative call. So let's begin with behavioristic call, which appeared during the 1970s and early 1980s. This stage was strongly influenced by behaviorist learning theories, such as those proposed by B.F. Skinner, which emphasized repetition, drills, and reinforcement. In this approach, learner practice language through repetitive exercise that focus on accuracy. For instance, a computer program might display a sentence with a missing word, and the learner will type the correct answer. If the answer was right, the computer gave positive feedback. If it was wrong, it corrected the error. So the goal was to form good language habits through practice and immediate correction. Although this method was limited, it laid the foundation for later development. Next, we move to communicative call, which became popular in the 1980s and 1990s. This stage was influenced by communicative language teaching, which focused on meaningful communicative and the use of language in real context. Instead of mechanical drills, computers were used to create interactive tasks, such as games, simulation, and problem-solving activities. For example, students could use early email programs to communicate with peers or participate in role-playing software where they use English to make decisions. The main goal was no longer just correctness, but communication and fluency. And the third, we have integrative call, which began in the late 1990s and continues still today. This stage integrates multimedia and internet technologies into language learning. Learners can now access video, audio, text, and even real-time communication tools all in one platform. For example, includes applications like Duolingo and also virtual classes conducted on Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams. Integrative call focuses on authentic learning, where students interact with real materials such as online news, podcasts, and video, and even collaborate with people around the world. The goal is to combine all language skill listening, speaking, reading, and writing using modern digital tools. Now that we understand how call evolved, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of using technology in language learning. Let's start with the advantages first. First, technology provides flexibility and accessibility. Students can learn anytime and anywhere using a smartphone, tablet, or laptop. For example, learners can review vocabulary on a bus ride or join online discussion from home. The second, technology support different learning styles. Visual learner benefit from video and images. Auditory learners from podcasts, and kinesthetic learners from interactive games. And the third, technology makes learning interactive and engaging. Games, quizzes, and apps often using gamification which adds fun elements like points or rewards to motivate learners. And the fourth, technology creates opportunities for real communication. Learners can connect with native speakers through language exchange platforms or video calls, allowing them to practice authentic communication skills. And finally, technology provides instant feedback online. Online exercise can automatically correct grammar and pronunciation, helping students identify mistakes immediately. However, we should also consider the disadvantages. One common issue is over dependence on technology. Students may rely too much on translation tools or AI without truly learning the language. Second, technology can be distracting. Social media notifications on or unrelated video can interrupt study time and reduce focus. Third, there is the problem of digital inequality. Not every student has access to high quality devices or stable internet connection, especially in rural areas. Fourth, human interaction may decrease face-to-face conversation, which is essential for developing communication skills, can sometimes be replaced by screens. And lastly, some online tools provide inaccurate or oversimplified feedback, which may mislead learners if not guided by a teacher. So let's move to new vocabulary connected to technology and language learning. Here are 7 useful terms you should know. And the first is algorithm. Algorithm is a step-by-step set instruction a computer follows to solve a problem or make decisions. And the second is AI or artificial intelligence. Is a computer system that perform tasks requiring humans' intelligence like speech recognition or translation. And the third is interface. Interface is the way user interact with a device or software, such as the button or menus on the app. And the fourth is cloud storage. Is an online space where data is saved on the internet instead of use computers as a hard drive. And next, bandwidth, the amount of data that can be transmitted over an internet connection in a certain times. And next, gamification, the use of game-like features such as levels, points, or reward to make learning more enjoyable. And next, VR or virtual reality is a simulated three-dimensional environment that user can explore using special equipment like VR headset. So next to the fourth main topic for this video is what application do I use if I am a teacher who wants to make material learning. So now I'm going to make a learning video about how to use Canva and what the function of Canva. And this video was created using OBS, as you can see in here. OBS is a open broadcast software. OBS is a free recording application that teachers use to create learning materials. As me, I use OBS to make video material learning. With OBS, teachers can record their screen while explaining lesson. So slide, demonstrate apps, and even appear on camera at the same time. It helps teacher make a lesson more interactive, clear, and professional, especially when explaining how to use digital tools. Like I want to use digital tools like Canva. So now what if I'm a teacher who wants to make material learning about introduction to Canva, a creative tools for students. Okay, let's talk about Canva. Canva is a free online design tools that allows anyone to create posters, infographic, videos, and even a group project easily. Many students use Canva not only for art but also to express ideas, summarize lessons, and work on creative assignment. So, student, Canva has many advantages for learning. It's first to is easy to use, just drag and drop elements. Second, it's over thousand of templates that you can see. Here are many templates such as poster, travel package, and anything. The third is support collaboration. Also, students can work together one-on-one design. And finally, it helps teachers and students to visualize their ideas more effectively. So for students, now open your Canva and create a poster titled Independence Day. Add your name, some icons, and choose colors that represent you. Be creative and share your design with your classmates. Thank you. So the last part of this video is the conclusion. The conclusion is the technology has transformed language learning through computer-assisted language learning or CALL. It began with behavioristic CALL, which focus on repetition and drills, continue with communicative CALL, with emphasized interaction, and now we are in the integrative CALL stage, where in multimedia and internet-based tools are combined to support authentic learning. As for example, OBS or Open Broadcaster software is a part of this interactive stage because it allows teacher to create interactive video lesson, combine visual and audio, and produce engaging learning materials for students, such as I am my materials is how to use Canva. So overall, technology makes the learning process for flexible, interactive, and creative. When used wisely, it helps both teacher and learners become more innovative and effective in achieving their goals. So thank you and see you.